Right, we are live. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel. We are back for another matchup of the Hong Kong Sevens. This one, Argentina taking on the Flying Fijians. Now, they've just shown the last five head-to-heads between these two sides. Three times in a row, Argentina have been victorious. And we do need to remember Argentina, Vancouver Sevens champions. This game's going to be an exciting one, though. Fiji have gone with a strong starting lineup. So have the Argentines. We'll start with Argentina. There's going to be Jermaine Schultz, Luciano Gonzalez, Rodrigo Isgro, Santiago Alvarez, who has also dyed his hair for this matchup, Gaston Rabol, Matthias Izutsuk, and then also alongside that, Marcos Maneta. Then for the Fijians, Josefa Talatholo got himself a try in the last contest. In fact, he was able to get himself two. Tavira Dalguno, Josisi, or Yosisi, sorry, Patitaringa, Waisia Nathungu, Ioani Tiba, Manueli Mai Samoa, and also Filippo Bocayaro. Here's the last man in that Fijian starting lineup. So Fiji, they have beaten Samoa, they have beaten Canada. Argentina, they have beaten Samoa, they have beaten Canada. Those are the two games that both of these sides have had, and both of these sides have had victories in. Now they go head-to-head to work out who will be finishing top of the pool. The winner of this game faces South Africa. The loser of this game faces New Zealand. Not exactly any easy games coming up for either of these sides, but I'm hyped up for it. Hope you guys are too. Referee in charge of this one, Morne Ferreira, the South African. I'm ready to go. This injury is worse than it looks. It's probably going to sting in the shower badly, Pizza Blaze, I would think. Probably feel quite warm on the shin for that one. Now, Fijians are ready to go, taking those deep breaths before the game, getting in the zone as they're going to have to, because Argentina off kickoff have been absolutely extraordinary. Definitely in their last game up against Samoa, they retained probably about 6 out of 7 kickoffs that they did have. Argentina catching up, let's go, says Blues Nate. Yeah, they're also 12 points behind the Kiwis when it comes to the overall standings of the Sevens. It's going to be kicked off. That one went a little bit long, and Josefa Talatholo was able to take it nicely. Fiji now in position, 40 meters out from their own line. Manueli Mai Samoa goes across now to first receiver Nathungu. Back to Mai Samoa. Going to try the early step. Bumps out of the tackle of, I believe that would have been Jermaine Schultz. He also dyed his hair. I think literally all of the Argentines, well, not all of them, but about 4 or 5 of them have decided to dye their hair. I wonder if there's a reason behind that, or they've just decided that is the time that they want to do it. Nice run forward from Tavira Dalgunu. Great counter-rucking there from Argentina. Now going off to the short side. Batiraringa backs himself to beat the defenders. Luciano Gonzalez forces him wide inside ball. Bocayaro. Too much pace, but he's gone down. Gets back up. Places the ball. Finds the offload to Dalgunu. Goes over the top. Waisia Nathungu picks it up. Some Fijian flair definitely on display at the moment, but the Fiji finish has not quite come. Now will be Talatholo running hard at line. American football pass. It's forward, though, unfortunately. He's frustrated with himself as well. Argentina catching up and also go Fiji go, says Damasi. And me very happy that the Chiefs won, says November Mum there. But I had some good made. I had good game, made no mistakes. Did some good tackles and forced to knock on, and also some good carries in my 20 minutes of the game. So that is all that matters. Hopefully, injury heals before training, because the rest of that's going to really hurt. But Josefa Talatholo went for the American football style pass to the outside man, which was Ioani Teba waiting for that. But they do have to go back for the scrum. 2 minutes into this contest has already been very entertaining, and there is plenty more entertainment to be coming just around the corner for these two sides. Like I mentioned, they'll be taking part in the quarterfinals. They are going to be tomorrow at 2 p.m. New Zealand time and about 2:40 p.m. New Zealand time. Somewhere around there. Go Fiji, go. Watching from Vanuatu. Stairs, Goro there. It's hugely appreciated. You'll be in there. That's going to be kicked downfield, I believe. That Marcos Maneta going to be backing himself for pace there to go after that, and he's picked the ball up beautifully. Marcos Maneta. Talatholo grabs him, drags him down. Kicked forward by Rodrigo Isgro. Bit of football skills there from the Football World Cup champion nation, Argentina. And Rodrigo Isgro scores the first try of the contest. Very nicely done. 4.5 minutes left in the first half. The kick in behind was effective. And then the pass back from Ioane Teba just didn't quite go straight into the hands of Bukayaro. Broke through his fingers, created the gap. Then Marcos Maneta dragged down. The pass was too low, but not really because Rodrigo Isgro had the skills to be able to kick it forward and then score the try. Luciano Gonzalez, the man who is taking the kicks. I don't think he's normally the one who would take them, but that one has gone over nicely. Severo, I said, go Fiji. Score now. Argentina sitting there at 7 points to 0. They have got a Messi tattoo on the calf there, I believe, for Luciano Gonzalez, holding the World Cup. And perhaps Argentina could hold the gold medal in the sevens at the end of the year. And Tosaviti says Lost City. Now, my Samoa goes across to Waisena Thongu. Now in the midfield, I believe it's going to be Tavita Del Gunu now going across to Filippo Bucayaro. Breaking through. Pass on the outside. Was it Ford? Garcion Raval thought it was. Now Bati Darenga. Is he going to be caught? He's not. So they do try and force him wide. It will be the try for Fiji. And Bati Darenga gets the Fijians back into the contest now. Josesi, when they asked him what number he wanted, he said he wants the highest number physically possible on that back, number 99. And flying down the wing at 99 miles an hour to be able to score that try. Now, Fiji, an important kick. The scoreboard's a little bit behind. It normally is for these big matches, but Argentina are sitting on 7. Fiji are sitting on 5. And there is still plenty of time left in this contest for both of these teams. That's going to be kicked off long, just goes away to the right-hand side for the conversion attempt. So the score will remain now at 7 points to 5. Scoreboard gonna update. There we go. That's what we like to see. A nice updated scoreboard. And the corner is going to be kicked off now by Waisena Thunu. Goes long in the hands of Santiago Alvarez. Now Luciano Gonzalez tries to step, gets through the tackle attempt of my Samoa. Now, short side, Alvarez. He almost got tripped by the man on the ground, which I think could have ended up being a penalty, depending on how aggressive he was with the trip attempt. That's going to be my Samoa now grabbing that ball on the short side, tries to break through the tackle. Yassian Ravo has him round the ankles. Oh, Ioane Tepa bent backwards. Ball going to be available now for Argentina. Go Fiji, says Jay. And fire Viti, says Joseph. And one another, Tico Viti from Coro. Luciano Gonzalez tries to step, goes off again. This time it is going to be Humain Schultz taken down 22 meters out from his line. Will Argentina attempt another kick here, perhaps? Although they go short side. Off to Gassion Ravo. Goes back across to Azutsuki. Didn't see the man coming, and he's taken down by Ioane Tepa in a big hit. Now Alvarez goes across now. I believe the referee almost getting involved in that one. Looked like a bit of a swinging arm. And it will be the penalty there for Fiji not rolling away. But I believe, who was that who tried to use the referee as the shield? It was actually Rodrigo Isgro trying to block him from one side. Everyone talking at Hamish. Can't read a word they're saying, only the echoes of my mind. Says Stephen, that is deep, isn't it? Gassion Ravol now going off the field. They've decided to make the change, and that is going to be for Jaquan Panandini, who makes his way off. But Rodrigo Isgro going to kick this one for touch. It's gone high. It's gone very high. It has come down about 40 meters out. There's someone dressed as Marshmallow in the crowd. Current men's standings. Argentina on 108. Fiji on 94. Both of those sides in the automatic Olympic qualifying positions. But Argentina, they're 12 points behind the Kiwis. So if New Zealand get knocked out in the quarterfinals and Argentina go all the way and get the gold, they'll be very close to overtaking them. Big shot on Palandini for his first contact of the day. Azatsuk now trying to step his way through. My Samoa wrestled down though well. Now Marcos Mineta going across. Big shot being put in now. Argentina quick hands out to Hermain Schultz. Got a deceptive bit of pace, that winger. Well, the big man, when he gets in motion, do you look up Trunk Monkey for George? We did not. Pretty much straight after that live stream, George ended up leaving so that I could set up for that next live stream that we are doing, or the one we did before this one. And we also managed to somehow release 2 preview videos for these 2 matches before them, which I feel like is crazy, the fact that we somehow got those out in time. Now, we can hear the halftime siren. Currently, Argentina leading 7 points to 5. And my prediction, I said that it would be 21 points to 19, but I said in favor of the Fijians, that is no longer possible. But Argentina could still win by their margin. What time our boys game, Amy? Says Spider Mix. So New Zealand more than likely will be playing at either 2:48 or 2:02 at some stage between them. And also our suburban commercials, says Stephen. But now you want Teba with the ball for the Fijian side. They've still got a little bit of time left on the clock at the end of the day. Oh, that's a great counteract, though, from Argentina playing the ball on the ground. Argentina taking the quick tap. Now going off to the side. Numbers on the outside. Hermain Schultz goes himself, and it's going to be the try, the big man. Hermain Schultz making the score now 12 points to 7 with still a kick to come. They are very excited for Argentina, the crowd, and Hong Kong. Argies come to play this year's scale. They've been very impressive, and they've just shown everyone that they're definitely a top contender in the Sevens rankings. I remember when they were finishing 9th, finishing 10th, getting into the quarterfinals is massive for them, but they lose their game. Now they're going on and pretty much putting every team on notice every game that they play. The kick was successful as well, I should mention. The score becomes 14 points to 5 at halftime. Fiji, they'll be a little bit disappointed with that. They just didn't really have enough position, you'd have to say, but also didn't make the most of those opportunities. Argentina was strong in the way that they were playing here. Right, Fiji doing the breathing. They are happy enough. Second rank Argentina currently with a 14 point to 5 lead. Two visits the opposition 22 for the Argentines and 2 try score, whereas Fiji have visited the opposition 22 3 times, but have only scored once. Seen 1 error from Fiji, 4 offloads from the Fijians. Line breaks, they've had more. Tackles, they've made more. Missed tackles, they've had less. Fiji should be still right in this contest. Stephen Bissett, you have one, don't you? Says Carl Sanders, Bradford. Okay, give me a minute, then we make changes, as a comment from the coach. So he's pretty much said, go out there for the first minute and put everything into it. See if you can get a try and get yourselves back into the contest here for the Fijians. Right. Time for the last 7 minutes of sevens action that we are covering for today. We will be covering some of the quarterfinals tomorrow, though, some of the semi-finals, or probably most of the semi-finals, the finals, the 9th place playoff games, you name it. We're going to be covering it on the channel. So if you are new, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. We've also got some Super Rugby alongside 3 games of the Champions Cup that are all taking place tonight, and they are going to be at 12:30 a.m. New Zealand time, 2 a.m. New Zealand time, which sounds like an overlap, but with daylight savings, it's actually kind of 3 a.m. New Zealand time, and then also 4:30 a.m. New Zealand time. Hang in there, Fiji. Just need the bounce or the bounce of the rugby ball to go your way, and that one has not. Argentina able to once again deflect that one back onto their side. Bit of pressure there on Hermain Schultz, but seems to handle pressure pretty well, the big man. Ball's going out the side. Fiji able to take it. Now it's going to be Bati Daringa, the man who was able to score the first try for the Fijians, does the kick in behind, and now just having his hand grabbed by Marcos Mineta. That was the only thing stopping him from running his way through. Now nice run. Bocayaro through the gap. Fiji score in 30 seconds. The coach said, give me a minute of good stuff. And that is exactly what the Fijians have been able to have done. Drunk Monkeys, commercials for Ford Suburban, a lot like PG tips, ads funny as. Go Fiji Go, says Mediana. And also, we don't have daylight savings in Queensland, says Joke the Woke. And I'll ride a bicycle rather than drive a car, but a monkey will look good in my rear carrier, says Stephen. But Bukayaro slams that ball down. Doing very well. So, yeah, for you guys in Queensland, I think you guys are 3 hours behind, so it will just be a 12 a.m. start for you guys over there. That kick is going to be successful. 5 minutes 40 remaining, 14 points to 12. Like I mentioned, my prediction, I did say 21 points to 19 in favor of the Fijians. Go Fiji, go, says Koro. Currently, the way that the point table sits, Argentina would be in first, which would mean that they would be facing South Africa. Whereas the winner of this game, or sorry, the loser of this game have to face New Zealand. So it's going to be a tough one either way. Yes, says Koro, bate da ringa. I mean, one of the keys for the Fijians throughout this game, but I think, yep, he is still out there on the field. I thought they may have taken him off for a second, but instead they have brought on a couple other subs, such as I believe it was Logan Amassi. Counter ruck there from Argentina, working well. But Ringa just manages to hang on to it. Penalty goes the way of Fiji for the player not rolling. Now, taking the quick tap, going off to the right-hand side. Trying to break through there. It is Nodovalo, another man who they did bring off over the bench. Bukayaro thinks about the pass on the outside. He does go to him. Big fem from Talatholo, extending the arm. Another run. Talatholo straight through. And it's going to be the try for the Fijians, the third, and they are now going to have themselves the lead. And funny, I have one in my closet, says Carl. Nice try. Josefa Talatholo scores another try for the Fijians, his third, like I mentioned, but that now gives the Fijians the lead in this contest. They just have come out in the second half a lot stronger than the first. They've backed their ability, and they've just had some big men running hard at Argentina who will be starting to tie, definitely because they have to keep on chasing down the Fijians who get themselves the line break. Men, says, let's go Argentina, come on, says Schlang and Fiji all the way, says Viniana. Talafolo scoring his third try of the match, or sorry, of the Hong Kong Sevens. So one try a match at the moment he averages. Kicker successful. And now Fiji find themselves sitting on 19 points to 14 ahead. Hey, I'm back, says Cullen. Welcome back again, mate. 3 line breaks, 3 tries for Josefa Talatholo. 3 minutes, 30 remain. And felicitation, Fiji there. Now protecting the ball. 25 meters out, Nadovalo goes across now to, I believe, that would have been Tamani. Another new name there for the Fijians. Or was it a knock on the ground? It was knocking it on. In the end, Patita Ringa. I think he's blaming his teammate for not releasing the ball quick enough. But I mean, still at a decent pickup of it, I thought. About 3 minutes. They have more Fiji, more. They are sitting 25 meters out from Los Pumas line, but it will be Pumas who have got themselves the scrum feed. I believe a majority of subs have been made for both sides at this point. Only a few more games taking place in the Hong Kong Sevens before we get to day 3, which is when we get to see quarterfinals, 9th place quarterfinals as well, the semis and the final taking place at about 12 o'clock New Zealand time. Not straight. Got to be careful not to get marched back 10 there, but Argentina not pushing straight in the scrum. And now Fiji do get themselves another penalty in their favour. Minutes 20 remaining now. An ouch, close score. Argentina, Fiji, exactly right. Although Fiji are sitting on 19, the scoreboard is yet to update it. Fiji are in the lead as we currently sit. 14 points to 19. The scoreboard's been really slack for the Hong Kong Sevens so far, I've noticed. Doesn't seem to be updating very late, but 2 penalties conceded from both of these teams. 2 minutes 20 remaining on the clock now. Ball being fed in. Tamani goes to the short side. Fiji, great opportunity. Come on, Fiji. It's 19. Fiji, 14, Argentina. It sure is. The scoreboard from online is just not updating itself. Yes, Fiji, you beauty, straight through. Balafa gonna score it. Napoleone Balafi gets himself the try, and that should secure the win now for Fiji. Spot Luigi in the crowd, rugby itch. Yeah, I'm looking around for him. We haven't seen him yet, at least from what I have seen. Maybe he has been on the TV, though, at some point. And yes, Fiji, you beauty, says Luke. Come on, Fiji, says Viniana, but it was good run from Balafa. Just shook out of 2 tackles, placed the ball, went again, broke another one. I'm still searching for Luigi. Yeah, I'm keeping an eye out. He didn't tell me where he was sitting, though, which makes it a little bit more tricky. Yeah, not sure whereabouts Tim would find himself, whether he's on the bottom or the top tier. And oh, Fiji, how you fascinate me, says Viniana. The kicker successful, so now making the score 26 points to 14 in favour of the Fijians. Now, Still 1 minute remaining. The score, I'd like to think, is one-sided enough that the Fijians will end up walking away victorious. 26-14 is actually the score prediction that I gave for New Zealand versus South Africa. I just got it slightly wrong. Should have gone for this game. That's going to be an advantage in favour of Alvarez. Another offload there from the Argentines. As it Sook. Wrestled down. Now off to the right-hand side. Luciano Gonzalez takes it above his head. And also, I'll keep an eye out for Rugby Itch. Says Blues Nate. Be sure if you do see him, if you're watching on like a computer or something, if you can screenshot or on your phone, it would be awesome just so I can send it to him and go, look, it's you. Now, is it Sook trying to break through again? You can do it, boys. Go Fiji. Says Eleonora and also Varaka Mustamish for the commentary. No worries at all. We are going to be back tomorrow for the quarterfinal game where Fiji will be going head-to-head with, here we go, South Africa. And Argentina, they're going to be going head-to-head with New Zealand. So 2 massive games. New Zealand will be a little bit nervous for that game. Beautiful work, though, from Argentina to pass through the legs. Fires it out wide. Surely they can get themselves a try here. The wide cutout pass. Is Sook. Will he be able to run it in for the final try of the match? Makes it that little bit closer. But it is going to be possibly 21 points to 19. Vamos Argentina Carajo, says Diego there. It was a good run down the wing. Just managed to keep himself in the field of play. Same can be said about Luciano Gonzalez. And then the offload through the legs from Los Pumas. Keeping the crowd entertained late into the evening. Then Alvarez went for the dummy. Then passed it out wide. And Azazuk was able to close it out. But that is going to be the end of this contest, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you did enjoy the commentary throughout all of today. We've still got more coming tonight, though, just not for the Sevens. Instead, it is the Champions Cup, Sharks versus Munster, Harlequins versus the Stormers, and then Leinster versus Munster. If we still have a voice, that live stream might be a bit of a 50-50. Also, we have got the Viniana. Thank you, Amish, for your commentary. Doing a great job. Vanaka says, Koro, do appreciate you, man. And Rakesha said, go Fiji, go. By RG's buy, says Gully, although they aren't out of the competition yet. Quarterfinals just around the corner. They're facing New Zealand. Then from there, we may see them go head-to-head with the Fijians in a future league. Fiji breaking the streak. They had lost their last 3 games to Argentina. And now they have been able to change that. And saludos desde Buenos Aires, gran relato amigo. Says CDM West. Now, my Spanish isn't great, but I believe that is saying that he's from Buenos Aires. And thank you, maybe. I do appreciate you being here, CDM West. And go Fiji, go, says Rakesh there. And go New Zealand against Argentina, says Joseph. Yeah, it's going to be an exciting game. We are going to be covering that one on the channel tomorrow as well. And we'll see you there. The Kiwi Lads, hopefully spot Rugby Itch screenshot. And CN says Blues now. Awesome. We'll see you later on for the Champions Cup. But thank you all very much for tuning in. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. What time are the quarters tomorrow? 2:02 p.m. and 2:48 p.m. are the 2 times. I believe that they haven't quite updated it to say that those 2 sides are playing each other as of yet. No, but yeah, 2:48, the first of Pool A. So I can actually do a bit of maths in my head here. So first in Pool A did end up being Fiji. So they will be playing at first Pool A, 2:48 p.m. is when they will be playing. And New Zealand versus Argentina will be at 2:02 p.m. and Champions Cup game. And Vanaka Fiji says, Gully, you've got us within you. Everything is possible. There's Billy Sonny there as well. So yeah, it is set that it is going to be quarterfinal number 1, New Zealand taking on Argentina. And quarterfinal number 3, Fiji versus South Africa. But thank you all very much for tuning in. If you did enjoy, like I mentioned, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys later on for the Champions Cup and also the Sevens tomorrow alongside some Super Rugby action. But I will see you all for the next one.